I'm going to talk today about the rhetorical situation, talking first about the 5 different components of the rhetorical situation, and then showing how we can apply them to a particular situation, and then see how they can change if we shift some of the factors inside of that situation. So we begin always when we think about the writer, who we simply mean to refer to the writer or the communicator of whatever piece of communication it is that we are examining together. The second component is the issue, which refers to the circumstances that create the need to communicate in the first place. Third component is purpose, which is the intended effect of the communication. It's important to distinguish between the issue and the purpose. The issue is what gives rise to the need to communicate, and the purpose speaks to what the effect of the communication is meant to be. Fourth component is the form or the medium. It's the format or the type of communication, the different modalities or media that you can use in order to communicate. And the last component is the audience, which for our purposes we will limit to the idea of an intended audience, or who the writer or writers intend to receive their communication. And so if we apply this to a particular situation, in this case, this imaginary circumstance I've created for us, the re-elected mayor delivers a victory speech to her supporters, thanking them for their support after a long-fought campaign season. If we look at this situation, we can see that the writer would be the mayor, the issue would be winning the election, the purpose is to thank her supporters, the form or the medium is a victory speech, and the audience is the mayor's supporters. However, if we simply change one factor inside of this situation, let's pay attention to what changes and what stays the same. So imagine instead of winning this election, this mayor is defeated. So in this case, the writer remains the same. It's still the same mayor. However, the issue has shifted. Instead of winning the election, they have now lost the election. Their purpose is going to remain the same. They want to thank their supporters, but their form or their medium has shifted. It's still a speech, but it's moved from being a victory speech to what we call a concession speech or a losing speech. And the audience also remains the same, the mayor's supporters. So we can see how the 5 components of the rhetorical situation allow us to investigate a particular communication moment and pay attention, break it down to its constituent parts, and then observe how things may be different if the circumstances shift or change.